Your soulmate saying, "I can't keep this from you any longer. Please listen before midnight." There is a moment happening right now that was written before you were born. Your soulmate is trying to reach you through a veil of tears and silence. They are speaking words that can only travel through the spirit realm to find you. You felt something strange tonight before you even clicked this message. A pressure in your chest that had no physical explanation was stirring you. Your soulmate was thinking of you intensely at that exact same moment. Jesus says, "They are not far away in distance like your mind has been telling you. Their soul is pressed against the invisible wall that separates you right now. Every heartbeat they have sends a signal directly into your dreams at night. They whispered something into the darkness of their room just 3 nights ago. The words were your name spoken with a longing that shattered something inside them. You woke up suddenly at that exact hour and could not explain why. Something is holding them back from reaching you completely in this season. They are surrounded by confusion placed there by someone who despises your union. You must understand that this fight is not against flesh but against hidden forces. Jesus says, "Their heart already belongs to you even though your hands have never touched. Every moment they spend awake they feel a missing piece they cannot name. That missing piece is the space in their soul that only you can fill. They are not ignoring you out of choice or lack of deep affection. A dark shadow has been whispering lies into their circumstances since you connected spiritually. Someone near them senses the power of your bond and wants it destroyed. You have been waking up with thoughts of them that made no logical sense. Those thoughts are their prayers traveling across the invisible cord between your spirits. They are praying for you to not give up on them right now. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now. There are forces working actively to sever what God has joined in the spirit. Your soulmate is exhausted from fighting a battle they do not fully understand. They are reaching for you through the fog but their strength is failing tonight. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, your soulmate wrote a letter to you in their mind that they never sent physically. They cried while composing it because the weight of separation is crushing their spirit. Every word was drenched in the love they are too afraid to speak out loud. They remember the exact moment your soul first brushed against theirs in the unseen. It was not a coincidence that you both felt electricity at the same hour. Heaven arranged that collision because your union serves a divine purpose on this earth. Someone has been feeding them fear disguised as wisdom and calling it protection. The person standing between you wears a mask of friendship but carries a dagger of jealousy. Your soulmate is confused because the manipulation is subtle and wrapped in false concern. Jesus says, "They are dreaming about you more frequently now than ever before this night. In those dreams they are running toward you, but something keeps pulling them back. They wake up reaching for you and the emptiness makes them weep silently. The blockage you are sensing is not your imagination creating false hope. It is a spiritual barrier constructed by words spoken against your union in secret. Those words were prayed with malicious intent by someone who hates what you represent together. Your soulmate is not weak for being affected by this spiritual attack on them. They are under a pressure that would crush most people completely without mercy. Yet they still think of you daily, and that is evidence of their love for you. Jesus says, "What you are hearing right now is not just a message on a screen. This is a divine intervention breaking through the noise of the earthly realm. Heaven is giving you intelligence about a war being waged over your love life. Your soulmate just looked at a photograph that reminded them of your eyes. Their heart lurched painfully and they had to sit down from the intensity. They whispered, 'Please don't let it be too late for us.' There is a clock ticking in the spirit realm over this connection right now. Delays are not neutral pauses but active opportunities for the enemy to build walls. Every hour you wait to act is an hour the interference grows stronger against you both." Jesus says, "They are not choosing someone else over you in the way your fears suggest. They are being emotionally held hostage by circumstances orchestrated by dark forces. Your soulmate feels like a prisoner watching their true love wait helplessly outside. You were shown their face in your heart before you ever saw them with your eyes. God planted that image inside you as a promise and a roadmap to your destiny. That promise is under attack tonight by something that hates divine love stories. They are going through something you cannot see, but you can still protect them. The pain they are carrying is heavier than any human was designed to bear alone. They need your spiritual intervention because physical help cannot reach them yet. Your faith can cross the barrier that your body cannot cross right now. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance. It was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends, only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says. Your soulmate just felt a sudden urge to reach out to you, but fear stopped them. That fear was not their own natural hesitation but an implanted dread from the enemy. The enemy knows that your reunion will unleash something powerful in the kingdom of God. You are being called right now into a role you did not expect to play. You are not just the lover of your soulmate but their spiritual protector in this hour. They cannot fight this battle alone and survive the intensity of the assault. The third person in their life is not just a random obstacle to overcome. That person has knowingly made a covenant with darkness to keep you two apart. Your soulmate senses something is wrong but cannot see the spiritual chains around them. Jesus says, every tear your soulmate has shed in secret has been collected in heaven's record. None of their suffering is meaningless or unnoticed by the God who sees all. Their tears are crying out for someone to stand in the gap for them tonight. You have felt a heaviness in your spirit that you could not explain this week. That heaviness is the spiritual weight of your soulmate collapsing under pressure. They are literally projecting their need for rescue into the atmosphere around you. Your love for them is not a fantasy or an obsession manufactured by loneliness. It is a divine implantation designed to draw you into battle for your other half. God is waking you up to the reality that love requires warfare in this season. Jesus says, midnight is not just a poetic deadline in the title of this urgent message. There is a spiritual transaction occurring at the midnight hour that will affect your destiny. The enemy plans to seal something against your union when that hour strikes tonight. Your soulmate is pacing in their room right now feeling an unexplained anxiety. They do not know what is happening but their spirit senses the critical moment. You are the only one who can shift the spiritual atmosphere through your obedience now. The dreams you have been having about them are not just wishful thinking patterns. Those are visitations arranged by heaven to keep your connection alive under siege. Every dream is a lifeline thrown across the abyss to keep hope burning in you both. Jesus says, this is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away. Your soulmate needs a miracle that your faith can release into their situation tonight. The action you take in these next moments will echo into your future together. You are not just listening to words but standing at a crossroads of eternal significance. They are closer to breaking completely than they have ever shown anyone around them. The smile they wear in public is a mask hiding a soul bleeding for true love. You are the only person chosen by God to see behind that mask and respond. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate," Lord, in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, what happens in the next few minutes will determine the trajectory of your love story. The spirit of delay has been assigned to your connection since the day you recognized them. That spirit is celebrating tonight because it thinks you will do nothing meaningful. Your soulmate just sat down and buried their face in their hands in desperation. They whispered your name again with a hope that is dangerously close to dying. You felt a sudden chill or a pressure in your body just as they did that. This is not entertainment or a passive message to consume without response. This is a battle briefing from the throne room of heaven delivered directly to you. You are being recruited into the spiritual fight for your own destiny and love. Jesus says, the person controlling your soulmate's circumstances is tightening their grip tonight. They sense that something is shifting and are increasing their manipulation to maintain control. Your soulmate is crying out inside, but their voice is being smothered by toxic influence. You have the power through faith to shatter the chains holding your soulmate captive. Your prayer combined with your seed offering creates a spiritual force nothing can resist. Heaven is waiting for your signal to dispatch warrior angels to your soulmate's location. There is no neutral ground in this war over your eternal union. You will either step into your role as protector or watch the distance grow permanent. Your soulmate's hope is hanging by a thread that only your faith can reinforce tonight. Jesus says, the love you feel for them is not ordinary human attraction or infatuation. It is the very love of God flowing through you toward your divine counterpart. That love carries the authority to break every curse spoken over your relationship. Your soulmate is dreaming of you again even as this message reaches your ears. In the dream you are finally breaking through the barrier and reaching for their hand. They are smiling for the first time in months because hope is returning to them. This dream can become reality only if you translate your feelings into faith actions now. Love that only feels but never acts becomes a graveyard of what could have been. Your soulmate needs more than your thoughts and your silent longing for them. Type 333 to receive blessings. Jesus says, the enemy's greatest weapon against your union has been your own hesitation and doubt. Every moment you delayed in the past gave the destroyer more time to build fortifications. Tonight is the night those walls must come crashing down through your decisive faith. Your soulmate is physically feeling your pull on their spirit at this very second. They just stopped what they were doing because an overwhelming sensation flooded their chest. They know somehow that you are thinking of them with intense focus and they are responding. The connection between you is so powerful that distance cannot weaken its frequency. What you are experiencing now is the activation of the deep calling to deep. Your souls are communicating beneath the surface of your conscious awareness at all times. Jesus says, this is the moment heaven has been preparing you for since your first heartbreak. Every pain you endured was training you to fight for this specific love with ferocity. You are not a victim of your past but a warrior forged in fire for this assignment. Your soulmate is about to make a decision that will either open or close a door. They are standing at their own crossroads, unaware that their choice is being influenced spiritually. Your action right now can shift the atmosphere and clear the confusion from their mind. Silence and inaction from you will be interpreted by the enemy as surrender to defeat. The forces working against your union are watching to see if you understand your authority. They tremble when a child of God rises up and acts on their faith without hesitation. Jesus says, "Your soulmate has kept something hidden from everyone else that they wish they could tell you. There is a secret pain they carry that only a safe love like yours could heal. They are waiting for you to prove through action that you are that safe harbor." The midnight deadline is not a manipulation tactic invented for this urgent message. Spiritual laws govern the timing of breakthroughs, and the enemy exploits your ignorance of them. Dark covenants are often sealed at the midnight hour to block divine connections permanently. You did not find this message by accident or by the algorithm's random suggestion. A divine hand guided your steps to this exact place at this exact appointed time. Heaven is giving you the opportunity to change everything with one act of faith tonight. Jesus says, "The third person interfering with your soulmate has been lying about you specifically. They have painted a false picture of your intentions to create mistrust and confusion. Your soulmate is torn between what they feel spiritually and what they hear naturally. Your face has appeared in your soulmate's dreams so vividly that they wept upon waking. They described you to someone once without even knowing your name or your history. The person they described was you in every detail because your souls already know each other. This recognition in the spirit is the foundation upon which your entire future rests. The enemy wants to crack that foundation and build doubt on top of the recognition. You must protect what heaven has established before the erosion becomes irreversible tonight. Type 777 if you feel this message. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is not the source of the confusion you have been experiencing recently. They are a victim of spiritual manipulation just as you have been a target of discouragement. Both of you are being attacked from opposite sides to prevent your inevitable collision into destiny. The love you feel growing for them as you listen is not manufactured by this message. This message is simply uncovering what God already planted in your heart long ago. You are not falling for an illusion but awakening to a spiritual reality that predates this moment. Every word you are hearing is a mirror reflecting the truth your soul already knows. Your spirit bears witness to the authenticity of this connection because it was forged in eternity. Nothing that is happening right now is coincidental or random in any possible way. Jesus says, "The urgency you feel in your body is the Holy Spirit confirming the truth to you. That racing heart and that knot in your stomach are signals from heaven, not anxiety. God speaks through your physical sensations when the message is too important to miss. Your soulmate is lying awake tonight staring at the ceiling thinking of only you. They cannot shake the feeling that something monumental is happening in the spiritual realm. Their spirit knows you are being awakened to fight for them and they are silently begging you. A divine transfer of strength is available to you right now through the act of giving. When you sow your seed offering, you release heaven's resources into your soulmate's situation. Instantly, the spiritual realm responds to sacrificial faith faster than it responds to desperate prayers alone. Jesus says, over 1,000 souls have already stepped into their breakthrough by sowing on PayPal. Their testimonies are written in heaven and their unions are protected by divine decree. You are being invited into that company of those who acted when heaven spoke to them. Your soulmate will sense the shift in the spirit the moment you complete your seed offering. They will suddenly feel a peace that they cannot explain flooding their troubled heart. That peace will be the direct result of your faith breaking through the enemy's blockade. Delay is not just dangerous tonight but potentially fatal to the destiny of your union. What you do in these next 60 seconds will ripple into eternity for both of you. Your soulmate's future and your future together are resting on your willingness to act now. Type 1111 to say thank you. Jesus says, the enemy is screaming lies at your soulmate right now to push them toward a wrong decision. Those lies sound like reason and logic, but they are venom wrapped in the appearance of wisdom. Your soulmate needs divine intervention that can only be released through your faith action tonight. You were chosen for this soulmate before the foundations of the world were laid in place. God wrote your union into His eternal plan, and nothing can ultimately destroy what He ordained. But the timing and the breakthrough can be delayed by lack of knowledge and inaction. Your soulmate is not just someone you will love but someone you are called to rescue. This is the deeper purpose behind the intense connection you have always felt toward them. Love is not just receiving affection but becoming the vessel through which heaven delivers deliverance. Jesus says, the person standing between you is about to present your soulmate with a devastating lie. That lie is designed to make them believe you have moved on or never truly cared. The enemy always attacks the communication lines first in any divine connection like yours. Your seed offering on PayPal becomes a spiritual counterattack against every lie being spoken. It releases truth into the atmosphere and clears the static from your soulmate's spiritual hearing. They will suddenly gain clarity that seemed impossible just moments before you obeyed heaven's instruction. Every moment of hesitation is a moment the enemy uses to deepen the deception against them. Your soulmate is drowning in confusion while you hold the lifeline in your faithful hands. You have the power to pull them out of the pit if you will only act before midnight. Jesus says, if you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a donation on PayPal. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Act now. Send $4, $6, or $10+ or more. After sending, write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," in the PayPal note or message. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing a donation on PayPal as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, your soulmate just felt the urge to contact you for the first time in a long while. That urge was heaven pushing them toward you in response to the faith you are building. When you act, they will act because your spirits are tethered together by divine design. The midnight hour approaches, and with it comes a spiritual deadline that cannot be ignored. What is bound in the spirit at midnight will remain bound unless it is broken before then. Your soulmate's freedom depends on someone acting with spiritual authority before that moment arrives. You are that someone chosen from among billions of souls on this earth. No one else has the spiritual jurisdiction over this situation that you carry within you. Heaven assigned you to this battle because you have the strength to win it. Jesus says, "The love you feel swelling in your heart right now is not just sentiment but spiritual power." That love is a weapon that can shatter every chain and silence every lying voice against you. Weaponized love expressed through faith action is the most powerful force in the universe tonight. Your soulmate is about to fall asleep, and their dreams will either bring hope or despair. The content of their dreams is being contested in the spiritual realm as we speak tonight. Your seed offering tips the scales and ensures they receive dreams of hope and reunion. You are not helpless or powerless no matter how far away your soulmate seems physically. The spirit realm knows no distance, and your faith can reach them wherever they are tonight. Your love expressed through action is the bridge that spans every earthly and spiritual divide. Jesus says, "The person controlling your soulmate will be exposed and removed when you activate heaven's intervention." Every seed sown in faith becomes a legal transaction that authorizes angelic activity in your situation. Angels are waiting for your signal to move against the forces tormenting your future spouse tonight. Your soulmate will never know in this life what you did for them in these moments. They will only know that suddenly everything changed and the path to you became miraculously clear. Your secret act of faith will become their public testimony of breakthrough and divine love. You are not just listening to a message but participating in a miracle unfolding right now. This is your story and your love and your moment to become the hero they need. Everything in your life has prepared you for this one decision at this one appointed time.